So today I will be demonstrating how to do a thumb spica, or gamekeeper's thumb tape job. So first I'm going to take my pre-wrap and have the patient put their wrist in neutral with their fingers slightly abducted and their thumb in slight flexion, just like that. So I'll put the pre-wrap starting over the thumb and just lightly laying it around the wrist so that we don't pull off any of the patient's hair when removing the tape job. Next, I'll take my 2-inch tape and I'll apply an anchor along the wrist, kind of loosening up the tape so it's not a strong anchor, but just a light wrap around the wrist. Next, I'm going to do another anchor right here under the thumb for my other strips, and I can kind of pinch it a little bit where it's gonna hit the thumb just to make it a little bit more comfortable. Just coming right down here, not pulling in any direction, but just laying it on the bottom anchor, just like that. All right, next I'll take my smaller diameter tape and I will cover that thumb MCP joint, and I'm just going to start at the bottom of the thumb, kind of measuring it so that it crosses, and I'll go here, make sure to cover that joint, laying it down on this side and pulling at it a little more slightly this direction to pull the thumb into flexion. And I will do that 3 times, so measure about the same length, and I'll overlap it about a half on the next section, making sure to cover that joint again, slightly laying it down on this side and pulling the thumb into flexion, but not too hard, to maintain blood flow to the thumb. And my 3rd strip, I will cover from the second one halfway over, not covering the DIP joint, but still covering that MCP joint, lightly laying it to the anchor on that side and still pulling the thumb into flexion here. I can now check for cap refill to make sure there's still blood circulation in the thumb. Things seems to be good. Next, I'll take my 2-inch tape and I will apply C-strips along the thumb right here just to cover everything up. So I'll start down here and just pulling it up into the hand and do a few of these C-strips. Just like this. Not really pulling in any direction. And one more to just kind of cover up what we did. Just like that. Then I can take my tape and just kind of cover the rest of the loose ends up, kind of folding it right here along the thumb. And I'm just gonna place that on the anchor and wrap this around the hand to cover up the loose tape that I placed down. I can fold it here again. And one more, not pulling too tight. I can just lay that back down on the anchor, just like that. And if the patient wants to, you can also cover it with PowerFlex to be more flexible. And then I'll ask my patient how that feels, if they can move it into extension or not.
Nope, it's preventing me.
All right, so there's a little bit of restriction there. And that's all for today.